What's up, guys? My name is Flarez, and welcome back to more Let's Play Tales of the Abyss Blind. In the last episode, we came to Baticle's port and witnessed the transformation and the rise of a new phone master. If you missed the last episode and don't want to be spoiled on who we are talking about right now, check out the last episode. You can find it in the playlist linked down below in the description, or if I somehow miraculously remember to actually put a card on screen, that'll appear on screen right now. With that out of the way, we are going to go ahead and get a move on here. I happen to know that the port is currently closed because there's more story progress for us to do in Baticle.
Sorry, as long as we're in Baticle, I'd like to go see His Majesty.
Oh, you're right. Yes, let's go.
Well, that didn't work. It's not like I can mention this locket in front of Natalia.
Luke, we're leaving now.
Yeah.
All right, let's make our way on up. I should make note while we are venturing towards the castle that if my reactions to things in this episode are a little more thought out and a little less, less all over the place compared to previous episodes, I had to re-record this episode, as Audacity decided for once in its life, like out of the thousands of videos that I've made in my time as a YouTuber, this one time it decided, yeah, no, I'm gonna show your waveforms for the first 5 seconds that they're actually being captured, and then completely forget that they exist. So I ended up with an Audacity project of 45 minutes worth of dead silence. So obviously, can't use that when I'm trying to do this commentated Let's Play thing, especially when I'm standing around in one spot and not talking. It doesn't really make sense. On top of that, I feel like when we're doing a blind Let's Play, as much as it probably would have made more sense to leave my original playing in and just dub it over and be like, yeah, so I said this and this. I mean, I guess, it's been a couple days. I don't remember exactly everything that goes on. I just remember most of it, the big important plot points and stuff. So there's that. My reactions will be more thought out in this episode is really what I'm trying to get at. So without further ado, let's head on into the castle.
Actually, I kind of want to meet with His Majesty alone.
My, what's wrong? Is it something we shouldn't know about?
Well, not exactly.
You're such a bad liar. Just tell her.
Guy!
Truth is, Natalia, he's got a letter of a personal nature from Emperor Peony.
But why hide it?
This is highly confidential. His Imperial Majesty is considering making you his bride.
Me? But I've got Luke. And Ash, too, I suppose. Oh, what to do?
Well, you should consider the offer and, oh, she's considering it all right.
Natalia, you can't have both. No fair.
Yeah, come on. Peony said that Annis just needs to wait another 6 years and he would date her any time.
Anyway, he asked that the letter get to your father without you knowing.
And I guess that didn't happen.
Now I understand. Very well. I'll be waiting here.
Natalia has received the popular princess title.
Thank you for understanding. Well, Luke, shall we?
Huh? No, but I was going to go alone.
Now, don't be stubborn. Let's go.
Yeah, drag him by force.
Then we're coming too.
Right.
Hold on. Guy, Jade, Annis, fine. Tyr?
I'm sorry, it just kind of happened.
It's that locket you found on Mount Roneal, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess you noticed.
You were standing there staring at some locket you found looking like somebody just died.
He's right. Sometimes one just can't help being curious.
Yep.
Just don't tell Natalia.
What's going on, Luke? I don't see Natalia with you.
Your Majesty, please take a look at this.
This is...
I don't know what Natalia looked like as a baby, so I thought maybe Your Majesty could...
This is Natalia. I'm almost certain of it. Where did you find this?
On Mount Ronil, at the spot where we and the God Generals were caught in that avalanche.
I think I've seen that before. I could have sworn that Largo...
You're kidding, right? Like, that thing that I've been guessing since, like, that one point in the game? Like, I don't even remember how many episodes ago, but, like, I guessed that thing, you know? And, like, nobody actually said anything about it, which told me that either they thought I was crazy or I was right. So, there's that.
Are you sure? Well, Largo is about the only possible candidate, but...
I hear that Natalia's childhood wet nurse is away on leave.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I hear she's now working for Aster in Cassidonia. Try to speak with her.
Wait. Engelbert, man. Okay, my buddy Engelbert. I need you to run that by me again. Natalia's wet nurse is on leave. However, she's still working just for Aster in Cassidonia. In which case, well, wait, is she just a workaholic or what?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Do you plan to tell Natalia?
Maybe? No? Probably not.
What would Your Majesty have us do?
I don't know. Perhaps it would be best to tell her. But if it is indeed Largo...
We'll report to Your Majesty again once we have a solid answer.
Thank you. Luke, what's with all this Your Majesty business? It's unlike you.
Well, I'm just a replica.
Oh, don't be foolish. You're still a nephew to me.
Yeah, come on, Luke. We didn't go through that entire portion of the game, of which I was actually just talking about with the whole Largo thing and the stuff and the other thing. But we didn't go over that whole portion of the game where, like, Engelbert here was doubting Natalia being his daughter, even though he had those beautiful memories of Natalia and the sword. You're still a nephew. Come on. You're still his nephew. He's just being graced by the fact that he has two nephews that are almost exactly the same. Just one has a really bad attitude problem and the other one's a spoiled brat.
Yes, sir.
I was trying to make that so that both descriptions worked for both of them, and I think I got it.
This is quite a surprise. To think that Natalia could be Largo's daughter.
Nothing is sure yet.
But it will be so hard for her if it is true.
So, are we going to Cassidonia? Be careful. Natalia will catch on eventually.
I mean, okay, so to be honest, I mean, the whole fact that Largo at least knew Natalia has been known since we went to the Zal ruins for the first time. At which point then, like, Ash questioned him and Sync's like, no, stop doing that. We don't need to know about anybody's past, even though all of us know about yours. It's like, what the fuck?
What about that score performing illicit readings?
Yeah, well, I think we'll find him eventually.
How about we tell her we heard the score was headed for Cassidonia?
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good idea. We could lie to Natalia so that we can go do the thing that we want to do. Lying to royalty. That doesn't sound like it's gonna get us in trouble.
Nice. Natalia should go along with that.
Then again, I guess Luke is her cousin, so who knows.
But we're going to have to tell her sometime, right? She'll probably be really hurt.
Yes. It's hard to face one's own blood as an enemy.
Right. And Natalia in particular has a fragile side to her that makes me worry.
And Tyr also has a fragile side that makes me worry. Connected by blood. Oh, this heavy talk is really getting me down. Yeah, it sure is depressing. Yeah. If you all look so gloomy when you go outside, Natalia will know something's up. Indeed, life has its ups and downs after all. But it's Largo. Then what about Tyr? Oh yeah, the Commandant is her brother, isn't he? Now is not the time for such thoughts. We need to be calm and rational. Yeah, after all, it's not us the truth will hurt the most. It's Natalia. Alrighty. Let's make our way back out and regroup with Natalia. To my knowledge, there isn't anything in the castle that we have to worry about right now. So, let's go ahead and get the heck out of here.
Welcome back. So, what did Father have to say?
He thought it was a bad idea.
Oh, he talked about how you had Ash and all.
Ash? So Father is thinking of Ash and me? But then you...
No. I meant he said Ash or me. Either one.
But, you know, I prefer if you would just go with Ash because, man, Tyr, you are... Anyway.
More importantly, we heard that traveling scorer has headed to Chesedonia. We're already going in that direction. Let's follow him.
I see. Perhaps he'll move straight on to Malkuth from there. Perhaps we could delay our report to Teodoro until after Chesedonia then.
Sure, of course.
All right. Let's see what we find in Chesedonia.
You're an amazing liar, Colonel. Your smile hasn't budged.
But he's crying on the inside.
Oh, I assure you, I'm crying on the inside, racked with guilt.
Wow, I actually remembered that one.
Uh-huh.
Like, that one's not just a coincidence. That one was like, I actually remembered the scene from the last time I tried to record this episode. I'm gonna try not to do that. It just felt right that instance, and I'm... Whatever. So we are now headed for Chesedonia, and since the LBR is just parked out front here, we might as well just run out this way. Why the heckle's not? World's infested with miasma. I mean, you know, the water's no more safer than the air. So does the miasma also mix with the water, in which case it would be bad to drink the water? That's a thing I'd never thought about before. Hop in my LBR, get up in the air, scroll on down to Chesedonia, autopilot, jump to this location, yes! Wait for the white transition screen, drop on down, and walk on in. I just gotta find the right spot that says enter and not ride. Enter the capital. It's not really a capital. It's its own city-state. I'm just gonna enter Din's shop here because I don't know if I actually have any. I do have items. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at all this stuff I have. I actually want to hold on to this stuff. But this stuff I can trade in. And that I can trade in. And... I'm going to hold on to this stuff for a while. 180 gold. Accessory other. An average payment. Sure. What will that do for me? What will we get for that? Because that was actually, compared to what we've done before, that was a substantial amount of money that we paid for it. Leather boots. Leather cape. Okay. Okay, well, whatever. We'll go ahead and just make our way. Actually, out of curiosity, are you... No. There's this sword here, and I'm trying to accessory shop. No. Where's the weapon shop around here? That's the grocer. You the weapon shop? You're the medicine shop. Even though you have swords on your table, you don't actually have a shop. Whatever. Whatever. Let's go and find Aster, I guess.
That's quite a crowd over there. Let's take a look.
Suppose if we snuck off now to ask around, Natalia would be pretty mad, huh?
Luke, wait. Something's odd here.
All who desire a reading of the score, follow me. All who come shall have a reading.
That's not...
Looks like our lie has become the truth.
Well, that was effective. But that voice...
Hold it right there. The Order of Lorelei has called a halt to all score readings. That score is a fake.
That hurts, Anis. From now on, it won't be the old Order of Lorelei reading the score.
You bastard.
The score will be read by the new Order of Lorelei and its glorious leader, Phone Master Mose.
Ion. No, you're...
Sync, so you survived too?
There go our last hopes for at least one casualty among the god generals.
I know, right? Jesus Christ.
I imagine it's true then, that Van survived and assimilated Lorelei within himself.
How do you survive a drop into the core? Like, wasn't our biggest concern with going into the core the amount of gravity? Just kind of forcing on everything? Like, doesn't the Tartarus have, like, some anti-gravity, like, phone machine thing around it so that it doesn't get crushed? How the fuck does a person survive?
If you know that much, shouldn't you be looking for the jewel a little harder?
You all haven't found it yet either.
Well, that's good.
If no one finds it, we keep the upper hand.
Brazen as ever, I see.
Sync, what's this new Order of Lorelei? What do you mean by Phone Master Mose?
Didn't Mose tell you? Our darling little traitor?
I wasn't working for him because I wanted to.
Easy. I'm not carrying that deadweight Mose around for kicks either. Now, as I was saying before that interruption, all who want score readings, follow me.
Stop right there!
We want to know the score! Yeah, he's right!
But...
Anis, please let me go. You of all people should understand.
You son of a bitch.
Ion...
Don't forget, fighting with me means fighting with Ion.
You're a joke.
That bastard! How cruel!
Using Ion against Anis. That son of a bitch is gonna pay.
Anis, you can't let it get to you. Sync and Ion are completely different people.
She's right. Just like Luke and Ash are different people.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not letting it bother me. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine!
Anis, don't push yourself too hard.
I'm not pushing anything.
Natalia, would you take Anis to the bazaar or somewhere to cheer her up a bit? The rest of us will go speak to Aster to alert him of the traveling scorer.
Certainly. Anis, let's take a walk.
Damn, you're good, Jade.
Too good. My God.
Yes, but Anis looked angry at being used as the bait.
Well, I don't know what to say to that.
Jade will take responsibility for that later.
Damn straight he will.
But she was really depressed.
Let's set aside responsibility for the moment and go see Aster.
Anis has left the party. Natalia has left the party. Although it didn't do that the last time that Natalia left the party. Which was weird because they did it now. And yeah. Yeah. See, it's like, okay, they've got these, you know, the little text boxes for, you know, so-and-so has left the party, but they don't seem to use them consistently in this game. Like, I know in Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World, they're
I
consistently
see.
used.
We'll pay careful attention to any and all scorers coming through the area.
Please do. With that out of the way, might we?
You'd like to speak with Natalia's nanny, correct? I'll call for her.
Thank you, Waluigi. Anytime!
Goodness, if it isn't Master Luke.
Hello.
There's something I'd like to show you.
This was Bodok's.
Bodok?
Bodok? Meryl's father. He was Sylvia's... my son-in-law.
Could you tell us a little bit about him?
Bodok used to work as a guard for a caravan that traveled across the desert. His closest friends used to call him the Lion of the Desert.
The Lion of the Desert? But wait a minute, isn't Largo the...
He was a big man with a big heart.
Lion of the desert, the Black Lion, his large stature.
It all lines up.
There's little doubt.
So where's this Bodok person now?
I'm afraid I haven't seen him since my daughter Sylvia passed away.
Thank you very much. That's more than enough.
If there's anything else I can do for you, don't hesitate to come by again.
You bet, Waluigi. We'll be back. Wow, thanks for visiting. That didn't sound like Waluigi at all. Oh, I am such an idiot. I'm stuck on a cat. Well, there it goes. Speedrun over. To earn is not to earn. Not to earn. They went to the bazaar. I believe that means they went up to the Malkuth side, which is A-okay with me, because we parked the Albior on that side. Let's go find them. Aha, I found them. I'll talk to Natalia. The last time I tried recording this, I talked to Anis.
Oh my, that was fast. Did you pass along a warning to Aster?
Yes, that and more, but we can't tell you about that.
Yeah, more or less.
Luke, I want a full report later.
I know. I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
You're weird. Why should you apologize and not the Colonel?
Phew. I appreciate it, Luke.
You sarcastic son of a bitch, I love you.
What's all this about?
Oh, nothing.
Really? Well, in any case, this new Order of Lorelei business is worrisome.
Let's go talk with Grandfather.
Which means Yulia City, right? Nice! I love that town.
I love that town too.
Oh, really? Why?
Phone machines. Phone machines.
Phone machines. Phone machines.
There's no need to react like that. Anyway, let's get moving.
Anis has joined the party. Natalia has joined the party. Why couldn't you just make a combination text box that says, Anis and Natalia have joined the party? Why does it have to be multiple text boxes? Like here, I am the most nitpicky person ever right now because I was just complaining about the fact that they don't use the text boxes very often. And then now that they're using the text boxes, I'm complaining that there's multiple of them because there's multiple party members joining and leaving and everything. The scores power the people's desire. This does present a problem. You mean the new Order of Lorelei? People will turn to the order that reads the score. And they're giving readings. Damn it! Such is the result of using the score as a basis for politics. We haven't, well, perhaps we have overemphasized it somewhat. They also said something about Mose being the phone master? Mose was obsessed with the score, so I can see him going along, but the God Generals? Indeed, their ideals are in complete opposition. Perhaps Mose is simply being used. But for what? To chip away at the Order's military strength and provide a base to build their power until Van returns? That seems the most likely reason. What an idiot to let himself be used, be turned into a monster like that, all for the score? Mose, all he ever wanted was the prosperity of humanity. Yeah, I suppose that is true. I mean, like, in the end, Mose was doing what he thought was best. And since he knew the score, he knew that one way or another, he had to get Kimlaska and Malkuth to fight and make sure that Kimlaska won. At that point, you know, that's just how it went. A fake ion. I can't believe Sync did that. Anis, hang in there. I'm okay. I know that he's not Ion, but his face, his voice. How cruel to use his appearance to hurt Anis. Why? Ion said that he didn't want to be a substitute for anyone. I don't really want to be Ash's substitute either, I don't think. So how could he play Ion so easily? You may think of replicas differently than you or Ion. I can't understand him. I wish I could ask him about it. If he would listen. Yeah. Playing catch up. Gah. We can't even tell what's going on right now, but things just keep changing and changing. We keep playing catch up when we don't have a clue about anything. We have to go get ahead of the God General somewhere, or we'll be playing catch up forever. Our lack of information certainly puts us at a disadvantage. Will the Key of Lorelei turn things around? We could free Lorelei if we had that, right? Indeed, it looks like the God Generals intend to create a replica continent. Then destroy Lorelei once it's complete. So if we free Lorelei into the phone belt, their plan will fail. But that still leaves us at a disadvantage. All they have to do is prevent us from using the key. But we have to stop their replica plan, deal with the miasma, and free Lorelei too. Well, it's a good thing you've got Anis here to help you. Yeah, that's great. Oh, Anis, you are the most hilarious person on our team. That's pretty much how it goes. Honestly, all the characters are pretty much great. I'm gonna be honest here. I feel like the game is pretty decently balanced for the standards of a JRPG. Anyway, our next stop now is, of course, Yulia City, so let's go ahead, enter that, meet with Teodoro, and figure out what the hell is going on.
I see. The first order of business is to restore the Order of Lorelei. Leave the order to me. I'll pull something together centered around Tritheim.
That sounds like a genius idea.
To think that Mose, a paragon of what a Watcher should be, should come to this. It is truly a shame.
Grandfather, Mose mentioned an Eldrant. Do you have any idea what he meant?
The only Eldrant I know is the name of the glorious land of ancient Hispanian legend. I'm afraid I don't know much about Eldrant, but something odd has come up.
Something odd?
There is an overall decline in 7th phonons. But there are spots at which they're being expended at an astonishing rate.
Where?
One is an undersea location near the 6th Sephiroth, but an investigation team found nothing. We're currently in pursuit of a second site now.
In pursuit? You can't be in pursuit of a stationary location.
Pursuit? How can one pursue a stationary location?
I did it again. Oops. Sorry. I keep doing it with Jade, too. That's funny.
There's no other way to put it. For whatever reason, its position keeps changing.
Could it be some mobile facility? A ship or a carriage?
I don't know. But it would take much more than a ship to expend this many seventh phonons.
Is there no pattern to the movement?
That's currently being looked into. We do know that it's traveling around the ocean.
Probably oddly close to Yulia City.
A giant object traveling the ocean, huh?
It must be a sea lion turtle thing from Avatar.
The only peacetime application of that many seventh phonons would be Famicrate.
What if it's not a peacetime application?
This is most disturbing.
If you think so, Jade, then it probably is a facility for Famicrate.
Let's search the ocean as thoroughly as possible.
That's probably our best bet. All, everything. Something big moving in the sea. Something big moving in the sea? Like a huge narwhal? Even the largest of them only reach around 30 meters. Rather small for something giant moving through the sea, no? Baby narwhals are so cute. But they attack people when they get bigger. They are monsters, Could it be a battleship? I have heard of very large such ships in recent years. Yeah, but I don't think there are many ships in the 1,000-meter class. Whatever it is, if it's that large, we should be able to find it by just watching the sea. But I get so sleepy watching the water. Oh well. Well, I suppose we should head for our Albior. Get up in the air and catch a glimpse of it very easily or something. Words are hard. It's hard to act like I don't know what I'm doing. Don't worry. We're almost to where everything will be like, what am I doing? Which will be like the halfway point of the next dungeon. Well, that's a thing that I don't even know if it's the halfway point, to be honest. I just assumed it was because the save point was there. If the plan is to make it back to that point and then end the episode, just because I kind of just make the episodes however long I want now. Look, there's a thing. Go get it. See how easy that was? Like, it's ridiculous. It's like Teodoro's like, we have a search team looking for it, but we haven't been able to find it. And we're like, bam, found it.
Hey, is that island moving?
It might be.
A floating island? That's physically impossible.
That island, I feel like I've seen it before.
Like when I was 5 years old or something.
Shall we land and take a look? We may find some clue down there.
It just might be the facility consuming seventh phonons that Grandfather was talking about.
Well, let's enter it and find out what the hell is going on. They should just drop you into it, like, honestly. I mean, I guess I kind of understand why, because, like, you could fly over it by accident if you were, like, trying to go somewhere else instead.
I'm sure I've seen this place before.
No, you said that about the seventh phone stone and then didn't realize it until a while later.
Is this the Isle of Ferris? It was crushed in the tidal wave after the destruction of Hod.
Yes! It's the island across from Hod.
The Isle of Ferris?
It's an island from the Hod archipelago. It had a lot of trade back when Hod still existed.
But even hit by a tidal wave, how could solid land become a floating island?
Phonic arts.
Yes, I can't imagine it's a natural phenomenon.
Probably not. Probably phone machines or something.
Which means there's some trick to it. Let's keep looking.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Keep your eyes open.
Isle of Ferris. All right, save point right there. So, I mean, I could end the episode if I wanted to right now. Hey, we got some enemies because, it's a dungeon. Look at that, it's a dungeon. I'm gonna do this the exact same way I did last time. And by last time, I mean the cut that you guys don't get to see, unfortunately. Hey, look, it's an Oracle soldier. What the fuck's he doing here? I don't know. It's kind of suspicious, don't you think? That there's an Oracle Knight there. Can I hit this with Mew attack? Okay, can I hit this with Mew Fire? You're telling me that Mew Fire 2 can't light that crate on fire. Okay. Whatever you say, game. And the path is impassable because of the stupid block. Whatever. That's fine with me. I can go down this way. What's down here? Oh, an item. Pineapple gel. I'll take that. Awesome. Okay. Anything of interest back here? Nope. Alrighty, I suppose we'll just make our way up then. I'm gonna switch this to Mew attack because I do know that we will be needing Mew attack to fully explore the places and the things and the stuff and the who's it, what's it, and the door was locked. The door closed. Oh no, it's a trap. There's enemies. So guess what we gotta do to unlock the door?
It's over.
The door is unlocked. It opened. Defeating the enemies unlocks the trap. Let's remember that. Guy actually used his overlimit right at the end of that fight there for like no reason, and when the fight ended, we got enough of a boost to everything that his overlimit was just ready again. Let me say that correctly. That's not even right. Schwarzvogel. That is a new thing for tier that has actually been available in Batical for a long time. That's just, I never bothered buying it. In a sense, I could have bought one and gave it to, then I could have given that one to Anis. I'm actually gonna not go through the rooms and I'm just gonna climb the ladder. Because quite frankly, I know that there's nothing worth my while. There's probably some chests or something with some miscellaneous items and I'm not too concerned about it. I bet we can flip that switch by hitting it with something. With something. Okay, I should just left Mew Fire on. Punch it with fire! Look, phone machines. Mithril Circlet. You give that to one of the females. Probably Tyr, since Tyr is being used more often than Natalia. And Anis just kind of has her own stuff. I guess I can just examine that. I don't really need to hit it with fire or anything. Although you can hit it with fire. It does still work. I found that out. I do know that. We want to go up to the 5th floor because there's a chest up there. And then I think we're going down to the 2nd. Melange gel. Oops. Go down to the 2nd floor because I don't think there's anything on the other floors. And then from here, we can Mew Fire again. Ooh, I got it first try. Flare's on a good aim today. Flare's on a good aim today. Good shit. Good shite. The door was locked. Really? Yeah, there you go. Hit him with fire. Ha 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 ha. I wish it actually would do something. Fruit cocktail. I need TP. TP is an important part of your experience or something. I thought there maybe okay. Maybe the ladder spawns after I kill the enemies.
I guess we're done here.
Pizza. Get that HP up a little bit or something. I don't know. The door is unlocked. Yes, there is a ladder. I was correct. Ladder drops down after defeating the enemies, so you can get on the roof, which will let us progress a little bit farther. We can cross this bridge, which will let us get over to this bridge that we can then cross. This place is, I actually really like this place. The Isle of Ferris is really cool to me. It's just fascinating. And actually, right here is where I made it to the last attempt at this episode.
The buildings around here all look similar.
Now that you mention it, they do. Guy, how come they're all like this?
Well, I don't know the details, but I heard that a single architect planned the whole town. They named the island after him.
So the architect was named Ferris?
Yeah, apparently the emperor of the time was struck by the uniform beauty of the town. And the architecture of Grand Kokma was influenced by Ferris's style as well.
I see, I see.
What do you mean, I see? You know more about it than I do.
Not at all. I quite dislike giving explanations.
Liar, you've been explaining things all this time.
That's why I dislike it. Especially explaining general knowledge. I'd rather leave that to others. It's quite exhausting.
Goodness, simple explanations aren't that tiring, are they?
I am getting on in my years, after all.
Come on, Jade, you're only 35.
Right.
35's not that old. Well, we have a healing memory circle here, so I mean, you know what that means. We're all healed up, first of all. Second of all, there's probably something dangerous up ahead. I'm actually gonna swap Anis into the party, because she's in the need for the EX appease. I almost feel like I should put Natalia in, actually. I don't know. Yeah, I'll put Natalia in. But we have a skit. The Isle of Ferris. Could a tidal wave have destroyed the town this completely? The power of water is frightening. I can't swim. I hope a tidal wave doesn't come again. Don't worry, we're safe. We have the Elbior anyway. It doesn't look like much of Ferris's population could have survived. The collapse of Hods affected so many other places. Xeriuth, too. Mew. But with that skit out of the way, we are going to go ahead and end off today's episode here, guys. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Tales of the Abyss Semi-Blind, yeah, sure, let's go with that. Leave a like down below, dislike it if you thought it sucked, leave a comment if you feel so obligated to do so, or just want to say hi. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you don't miss the next one, and until the next one, my name is Flares, and I'll catch you guys right back here for the next episode of Let's Play Tales of the Abyss Blind.